Morning, Nigel. Let's speak firstly about player availability. James Perch, is there any timescale on the likelihood of his return?
No, not yet. He's seeing a specialist this afternoon, actually, over in Birmingham, so we hope to know a little bit more by then.
What about Will Forrester? He's on loan from Stoke, of course, out previously with that ankle problem.
Yeah, he had a setback last week. He was training, he hasn't joined in yet, and he slipped while doing some work, and he's had a setback, so he's going to be probably another couple of weeks before we get to see him. The good news just keeps coming.
It doesn't just rain, does it?
It's pouring at the moment. Every little thing, it seems, is going against us, on the pitch, off the pitch, and everything else, but we've got to deal with it.
Stephen Quinn, initially banned for 3 matches, as we know, but the wording of the statement from the FA on Friday wasn't totally clear. Can you confirm to us whether he's banned for 3 matches or 6? Well, of course, the first one was on Saturday at Walsall regardless.
Yeah, he got done for 2 separate incidents, and it was a little bit confusing the way it came out from the FA, but he has got 6 games, so 5 more to go. He can play in the EFL Trophy game, home to Sheffield Wednesday at the start of next month, but he misses the next 5 league games.
That just adds to the list of disappointments.
Yeah, we were very disappointed. We thought it was excessive, the punishment. I mean, he's been banned for 6 games and he's hardly touched anybody. So we think it's excessive, and we're disappointed, obviously, in the decision. But he's been disciplined accordingly, and he'll be a big miss for us.
Everyone else okay?
1 or 2 knocks from Saturday, so we'll have to wait and see who makes it. But certainly, I think when everything is going against us as it is, we have to sort of rally round, close ranks a little bit, and start fighting and scrapping for everything that we can. I think the crowd, even on Saturday at Walsall, as disappointed as everybody was. I think they understand. Everybody's glaringly obvious the problems that we have, and what we need to fix them, or try to fix them. So, but when you're missing a few players and things are going against you, we need everybody on Saturday, crowd especially, to stick with us.
What do you consider now, Nigel, when you're looking to fix it?
We consider everything. When you've got 4 straight league defeats, everything's on the table in terms of personnel, people coming back into the team who haven't been in it so far this season. But we had a good chat with the players yesterday, and then we started work on the training ground, and it'll continue all week.
Is one of those considerations perhaps to move Ollie Hawkins back into defence, because we know he can play there, but he's been so lively and useful up the top. It must be a real conundrum for you.
It is, because he is probably as good as we've got at centre half, although we haven't actually seen him play there, and we know from past things that he's done. But he's also our best centre forward at the moment. So if we can do without moving him, we'll try and do that. But irrespective, the ones who are playing, whether it is Elliot Hewitt, Richard Narty, Faz Rawson, they have to do better than they've done in order to keep goals out. That's it. That's the bottom line. Yes, we're missing James Perch. Yes, we've not got Will Forrester. Yes, we missed out on 3 or 4 in the transfer window. The ones who are playing have to do better.
In brighter news, you've got your captain back this Saturday, Ollie Clark.
Yeah, that's the one. That is the one bit of good news I think we've had, that he only got the 1 game. He was. We looked at it back, and he was, I think, unlucky to get a red card for it. Especially when you see Danny Johnson going through the middle at Walsall on Saturday when he was pushed in the back and he wasn't even given a foul. So very sort of, I think, indicative of the things that are happening at the moment. But so at least he's back in the fold, and we missed his leadership and his physicality on Saturday, certainly.
A few weeks ago, i.e. towards the start of the season, if you'd have sat here then and then looked upon a few weeks later, you couldn't really have predicted the form that Mansfield are now in, could you? What's changed since then?
I don't know. We look back and we look the first 2 home wins, absolutely brilliant. We go to Colchester, and I would say it started in the 93rd minute at Colchester. We're on the cusp of 3 wins. And then we concede that penalty, which we're still very unhappy about. I think the next one's Bradford. We're right in that, 2 on ahead, and then we concede in the 88th minute, another setback. We go to Swindon. We play very well. We don't convert our chances, lose by 1 goal. So it's just been one after the other, little setback after setback. And then at Harrogate we lose the 2 men when we're in the game, and we go down to 9 men. And then Saturday we give goals away again. So I don't think we've been able to stop the rot at any point since that 93rd minute at Colchester.
Is it very much now about going back to basics?
Yeah, when you get to this stage, certainly, to say we need a clean sheet. We've been saying that all season, but none more than so coming up on Saturday. We need to get a clean sheet, and that's everybody in the team. Got to work to get that. We'll always create chances. We'll always, I think, score goals. I think we've had one game we haven't scored in this season, and that was at Swindon. We had 17 efforts, and how we didn't score, we still don't know. So we know we'll always do well at that end of the pitch, but we have to concentrate more on the other end.
Rochdale on Saturday, they're in good form, but I suppose from your point of view, you're not really concerned at this moment who the opposition are.
No, I think we have played a lot of teams in good form and caught them at probably the wrong time, but we have to deal with that, and certainly Rochdale fall into that bracket. They had a good late win on Saturday. They're lively and probably confident as confident as anybody at the moment.
What are their strengths?
That's just that I think they play sort of two up top and one behind, and they've got some lively strikers. So it'll be doubly hard, I think, to keep that clean sheet. But whatever happens, we need everybody to stick together on Saturday. As I say, we're going to try and get a goal. But if we don't, if we go behind, that's going to be a real acid test for us.
Thank you, Nigel. John.
You were talking last week possibly about trawling through potential free agents in terms of defenders. Any movement on that?
We've done that, but we don't see really anybody out there who will massively improve the situation. It might depend on injuries as well, because we have got another one or two after last week, so it might depend upon that.
From what you know about James Perch at the moment, is there any chance of the weekend for him?
No chance.
Lovely.